Hey guys, we are rescuing the garden today and we thought we would take you along to show you the before, the in-between, and the after. It might take a couple of days to get this knocked out, but we are determined to save our garden and plant for fall. Oh no!
I got 30 fall.
We're gonna rock a fall garden. I'm feeling a little bit better and I actually love the fall, and it's cooler and the bug pressure's less, so we're hoping that the fall will be abundant for us. Hey guys, it's been a couple days. I never updated you because we had a shenanigans of a weekend last weekend, but the garden looks so much better. Babies are fussy, cows are mooing, fencing is getting put up. This is our second weekend outside, and I'm gonna take you through the garden to show you how much progress we've made and how we're getting ready for the fall.
Oh, look, the grass.
While we're out here, I'm gonna show you. This is all really bushy and brambly, so we're gonna get a mower out here to mow this down. But this is grassy back here and it goes way far back beyond that cypress tree. So we're moving Hazel and Clementine out that way. Right now she's over there tied up waiting for us to move her. Farming is lots and lots of hard work. All hands on deck. Everybody needs to pitch in because we just couldn't do this without everybody in this family. And we are sure thankful for things like the garden and the cow that, yes, are a ton of work, but provide immensely for our family. Okay, back here, it's all weedy still, but this is where our potatoes were, and we harvested all of our potatoes last weekend. We didn't get nearly as much as we thought we would. Maybe I'll take you in to show you the 4 or 5 boxes of potatoes that we got. But this was all potatoes too. Oh, there's a little sweet sunflower. This little patch was a square of weeds, tall weeds, and a matching one right over here. And I'm gonna get this, we mowed it, but I'm gonna get it broad forked or tilled up, or I don't know exactly know what I'm gonna do, but I have some things I need to plant in both these areas. This back here hasn't been touched all that much. We started in the front up there and worked our way this way. So this is all still hairy, scary. Lots of weeds in these 2 raised beds. This is lettuce that's gone to seed. Hopefully it'll self-seed so we can have some lettuce in the fall. This over here was our spinach patch that is just crazy weeded. Me and the girls will get to this week sometime. This is our bee balm. And then this is where it starts getting good. This was insane, you guys. We couldn't even see these rows of peppers. The beans were totally demolished by beetles, so Japanese beetles. So we just ripped all those out. What was on them were like overgrown and we hadn't gotten them picked in time. But we've since then we've replanted them with another batch of bush beans that I hopefully will get a harvest in by fall. Our pepper plants are now all clean and cleared and producing like crazy, praise the Lord. This is another batch of pepper plants. That one right there got attacked by a worm, a tomato hornworm. This again is gonna be another batch, another row of bush beans. These are Emma zinnias and sunflowers, looking so pretty. Don't mind Clemmy's mooing. She's just waiting to get put back with her water and Hazel. She's calling for Hazel. That up there is the water tank covered in loofah gourds, which was my goal. A row of sunflowers and zinnias and holy basil, and there was calendula back there, but I think it got overtaken by the weeds. Those are some artichoke starts that I just haven't put in pots. And that's one random squash. Right here, we are growing some sugar baby watermelons. Some pretty zinnias, some more basil, some cilantro back here, and right here we planted more cilantro. So our tomatoes are pretty much dying off. They gave us a bumper crop. We were very excited about how much we got compared to last year and how little we tended them and cared for them this year. We got a bunch. So I have a bunch of starts that I started months and months ago, and they're pretty good and leafy. I'm not sure I'll get any red tomatoes before our first frost at the end of October, but I was thinking, this is my plan and why I planted more cilantro. Sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm out of breath. My plan is to get as many green tomatoes as I can from them and make a salsa verde that's in the ball book with all the green tomatoes I can, because we are big green salsa fans. So that's a goal, and that's what I think I'm gonna plant in this patch right here that we mowed down. But this is what our tomatoes look like. They are all pretty much weeded and tied up, but they're dying back, as you can see. So we've gotten a lot off of them from what we put in, honestly. Over here is such a surprise. I planted yarrow and didn't know it because we had a big seed mix up in the winter, and I had no idea that it was yarrow. I thought it was marigolds. But that is our sage that's doing so well still. There's some chive in there that I got to plant or pick and preserve. The rest of this is lettuce that's gone to seed and some weeds. Here is another row of tomatoes that is all weeded. There's a couple of bigger ones in here, but it's such a difference from where it was. At the end of each row, we planted a big tall sunflower just to be pretty. This is our peppers. There's a bunch of bell peppers in here, all weeded and cleaned up. There's cayenne peppers and Tabasco peppers, and those are our zinnias at the back. All that is field, so we have to get all that mowed back down, but it grows so fast. Here's our okra. Ain't she pretty? Look at this flower. We only planted 2 okra plants on purpose because Brandon's our only okra fan. He likes fried okra and pickled okra, so we just planted enough for him to enjoy a little bit of both. We didn't even get to these yet. These are our strawberry beds, and it is overrun with weeds. Me and the girls have to weed these. Back here this was our onion bed, but it is filled with ants. We tried to start a fire and kind of run them off in the back of the bed there. We might do that again, but they are filled with red ants. Over here is more strawberries that were kind of overrun by our Richmond green apple cucumbers or lemon cucumbers. I can't remember which ones we planted here. But these are done. These are toast. We're getting ready to pull these out. They kind of took over the strawberry bed. I'm hoping these strawberries bounce back. Over here is another pretty sunflower. Some more yarrow and some more weedy strawberries. All the raised beds still need attention. This is our fun little archway where the kids walk through their little doorway, and this is all cucamelons that have been such a treat. Definitely will plant those again. Probably more of them because everybody loved them. This is an empty onion bed. We've kept this one really weeded because we planted pickling cucumbers in here, hoping to get a crop, like a short season one, hoping to get a crop before winter, but it doesn't, I don't know, none of them are sprouting. I don't know if I had old seed or what. But here's some more yarrow, here's some calendula, and more weedy strawberries. Getting in those weeds is so tough for me because they're so pokey and they get stuck in my fingers and it's annoying. But I gotta get that done this week. Here on this side is all peppers again, and we have had such a great pepper year compared to last year. Last year, all of our peppers had some kind of fungus or something, and we didn't get any peppers. But this year we are doing good, and the boys helped me weed this the other day, and it looks so much better. I don't know if you guys remember what it looked like, but it was a jungle. Like, we couldn't even get through here. The weeds were taller than the kids. There's another okra down there. And that is all melons. We have got so many melons out of this patch, and there's still some ripening hidden in there. So that's all melons. And then the rest is weeds that we have to get down. So that's where our garden sits as of today. This is the middle of August. I believe today's the 15th. And it's looking pretty good. We let it go. I let it go my whole first trimester because I was just too sick to come out here. And then last week we tackled it, had a super hot week, didn't come out again until yesterday, and we went at it again, and it looks so good. It's actually manageable at this point, and me and the girls can manage it and pick and weed and just enjoy the fall garden that we are planting now. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this one here. We have some more cows to move. We have fencing to put up, lots of chores to get in before the rain, and just there's always stuff to be done here. So we're gonna go pump some water out of the water tank that the boys just brought home, fill water troughs for all of the animals, and get on with our Saturday. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Those are all the tomatoes the girls and I revived. They were basically little sticks with a couple of leaves, and they are all leafing out now, so I'm hoping we'll get something from them. And then we have 2 trays of cabbages, just basically brassicas, and some kale and Swiss chard that I'm waiting, praying will sprout. All right, for reals this time. I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys.